Welcome to Lanmou Tarot. This is a general reading for Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising for the second week of September 2019. Thank you so much, Virgo, for your continued support. We are switching things around. I woke up with love on the brain, love all around, love, love, love. And I got the call to focus on love for this set of messages this week, okay? So we are using the Doreen Virtue Women's Oracle deck for the main reading, and we will clarify with the Shadowscapes Tarot deck if needed. And so far I've been doing the clarification, so most likely we'll get clarification for you as well. The first card that came out is stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you women's. Okay, there they come, Virgo. You deserve love, you are lovable, and free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and the spiritual path. So, this is I feel like this message is very specific for those of you that, and let's remember, folks, these are general messages. If it resonates, it does. If it doesn't, leave it be. Maybe next week it will. Do not try to make it fit, because I feel like this message is very specific here for some Virgos. And the first card that came out for you, it's almost like a card of hope, right? Positive thinking and faith will bring you women's. It's spirit letting you know to not give up hope, to have faith in knowing that if you keep thinking, if you keep manifesting the things that you want, especially when it comes to women, to your romantic life, to your relationship, if you keep manifesting, you keep focusing on those things, and it will come to you, okay? And to keep at it and have faith that the divine want those things for you, all this great love, right? This perhaps even soulmate relationship, this like well-balanced and happy relationship, partnership that you want. Like they want that for you. Have faith in knowing that all of that manifesting that you're doing, it's working. And Spirit is saying you are lovable, you deserve love. Do not have doubt. Do not doubt that, okay? And to know that those things that you are manifesting, that you're praying about, you deserve them. You cannot be doubting yourself when you're manifesting. You have to have real faith, and you have to be constant about it, and you have to truly believe it to the depth of your being, okay? And the next card you have is saying to free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. And it's as if, like for some of you, Virgo, you have come to the point where, whether it's because of disappointment in relationship or past experiences, that there's a sense like you feel like you've given up, like you've just allow yourself to remain stuck in a way of thinking, in a pattern of behavior, or in a relationship pattern that where you feel like it's just the way it is, okay? And perhaps it's because of I've heard people say so many times, like, this is how it is in my family. None of the women have luck. They all have bad luck when it comes to their husband. They all cheat. They all this. This is this. None of my friends have this. La 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 la. Like, do not take those on. Do not take those burdens. Do not take those negative thinking, those negative experiences on and make them yours. Do not also make yourself believe that you only can get that amount of blessing. You can only get this. You only deserve that, right? Like by asking for all of that you want, it's too much. Don't. Free yourself. Take control of your life. I feel like it's not just in a sense of you're stuck in a certain place. For some of you, it may be the case, but I feel like it's even like you, of your own wish, the same things that you want in your life, you don't even believe you can have them, or you should have them, or you're deserving of them. There's a unicorn here. You gotta believe in magic. You gotta believe in what you don't see, that you don't see around you happening in your family, in your friend group. You have to believe that thing that you truly want, to have faith that yes, it can happen to you, regardless of past experiences of anything else that you see happening, because you're your own person, okay? And let's get some clarification. And at the bottom of the deck, we have like religious factors here. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. And it's the same thing I'm getting here, okay? Like your upbringing, your religious upbringing, and your spiritual path. It may very well be like there are people that you can only marry people from your own religion. What if you actually, your soulmate, the person that can bring you the full fulfillment, is a different religion, have a different upbringing, have a different culture? Like, then what? Does that mean you stop yourself, you give up on that love, you don't explore that potential, right? So I feel like for a lot of you, Virgo, you are dealing with this situation here, and it's calling you to really tap into your faith, to really, it's a test of your own faith in the divine, faith in almost in yourself, that you can do the right thing by you. Let's get some clarification and stay optimistic about your love life. Clarification, Spirit, and that was quick. The High Priestess. Yes, you know what you know. You know what you know, Virgo. You already know. That deep knowing, you already have it. And yes, there's a sense of secrecy with the High Priestess, but that's not what I'm getting here. What I'm getting here, especially we have a full moon in Pisces coming up. This is like High Priestess energy, okay? Pisces is like deeply spiritual. They delve deep. That's why a lot of people will say, Pisces, are you even of this world? Do you even live in the same world that we live in? The same are you having the same earthly physical experience that we're having? Because they can tap on it so easily, and they do effortlessly because they don't have a choice. It's so much part of their life, of their being, to connect to that deeper aspect of themselves, right? To their higher self, to that watery aspect, the deep feelings. And during this Pisces full moon, that's what it's gonna ask of us, okay? To really ask ourselves, are we showing up for ourselves emotionally? Are we doing the right things by us emotionally? What are the deep feelings that we have been suppressing? Okay, with the High Priestess it's almost like you already know what you need to know. You know the know. This is like a very intuitive, a very knowledgeable magician here with the High Priestess, who just can tap into that Akashic record like nobody's business. Like, she doesn't have to show you the book. Look at the way her stomach is showing here. I find that very interesting. And there's an owl here in this High Priestess, the keepers of knowledge, right? They bring knowledge, the owls. So there's a sense of here, Virgo. I keep repeating it because that's what they keep sending to me. You already know. It's almost like I don't need to know. I don't need to put it out there. You already know what you need to know, okay? Let's get one more and keep, okay, here we go. The Six of Wands, beautiful. Victory. This is the card of also acknowledgement, okay? Acknowledgement from your peers, like people recognizing you for your effort, for your valor. And there's a sense here, by you following your deep intuition, by you really connecting with your deep spirituality, your own inner goddess, okay? Your own inner god. For those of you, the masculines out there, you will get the accolades that you need. Like, your faith went so deep. Do not question that. Stay on that. Okay, that's your path to success here, okay, Virgo? That deep inner knowing. Stay optimistic about your love life. Do not allow other people's things to come and bring negative energy and bring obstacles in your path when it comes to a romantic situation. Just know, you already know. I don't know what you know, but just know you already know. That's a message that needs to come out there for somebody who's watching. You deserve love. You are lovable. Do we really need clarification on that? No. If you don't know it, Virgo, just know you deserve love. You are lovable. Cupid's arrow is pointing straight at you. Temperance. Okay, there's a need for moderation, for healing. And again, there's angelic protection here. Okay, with temperance. It's the sense of there's that alchemical thing that happens with the temperance card. Usually when we see them pouring that water into the earth and pouring it, some of it on the ground. But here she's on a tree branch, that temperance card, and she's holding earth on her lap, nurturing earth, This is like the angels literally nurturing the whole planet. Like, okay, I feel like Virgo, the story about Virgo, and I won't go deep into it, into astrology, because I am not, you know, an astrologer, but this is the story of the angel, or that higher being that did not want to leave Earth when it was time to go, when God called back in all those archangels, and, you know, all those higher beings that they sent to create the earth, or to bring back order on earth. And she's like, no, my mission is not done here, I want to remain, right? This is the story of the Virgo, wanting to complete the mission, wanting to perfect the mission. And I feel like for some of you, this is kind of like your energy here. You are feeling the need to nurture those around you, to nurture perhaps even yourself. Like the Temperance card is like the angels is like literally embracing. This is what I'm seeing, that globe here as the planet Earth. That's what I'm seeing it as, like a need to protect the whole planet, humanity. And it's almost like you feel perhaps, Virgo, right now, you need that reassurance that you are in the loving embrace of the divine, okay, of the universe, that you are protected, and you feel a sense of responsibility towards humanity, towards those around you, to provide protection, to provide healing, okay, to keep the balance, going, okay. You deserve love. You not accepting a beautiful proposal, you not accepting, especially if it requires movement. A lot of people hold themselves back, okay, because they don't want to appear like they have it all. They don't want to what's the expression they use, to kind of like, they're gonna put it in the face of everybody, like they don't want to bring in jealousy, for people to start getting jealous of them. They'd rather hold it back. They'd rather talk negatively about their abundance, just so people don't think, oh, they have all that, just so people don't start going like, oh, is she trying to front? Is she trying to show off? Is she trying to do this? Just so people don't, just so that they themselves with a sense of guilt, like, I have all this, look at them, they all have negative, you know, they're like in like terrible relationship. There's a sense of that, a need for you, Virgo. You feel like you need to keep the balance, to keep nurturing, but understand that what is yours is already yours, okay? Your own rewards, based on your own karma, based on your own whatever it is, your own path, your own journey, your own fate, your own destiny. That's what the universe, that's what God is granting you. Do not hold yourself back. Do not accept less or explore less just because you want to hold back to keep a certain balance, because you don't want to walk the boat, if you will, okay? Especially when it comes to, if there's a religious differences here, because that religious factor is sitting there facing us. There's a difference in class, there's a difference in culture, whatever it may be. I feel like some people feel like they need to keep the balance, and some people may need to keep the balance, regardless that you deserve love. You deserve what's coming to you, okay? You prayed on this. You manifested this. You followed your intuition on this, okay? Your success is yours. And yes, be mindful of those around you, but don't also shortchange yourself. You are protected. This got flipped while we were inside the deck here, 9 of Wands. You see, there's a sense of boundaries here. Some of you feel like you need to create those boundaries, okay? And some of you may need to create those boundaries yourself. Some of you are creating those boundaries that are unnecessary because you want to keep it balanced. You don't want to walk the boat. And some of you may need to create those boundaries around you. Some of you may need to protect your turf, may need to protect yourself, may need to protect your love, your relationship, so others don't start attacking or taking advantage of it, or sending negative energy because of jealousy or whatnot towards you. That's what I'm getting here for you, Virgo. Let's get some clarification on free yourself. Clarification on free yourself, Spirit. Clarification on free yourself for Virgo. Free yourself from Virgo. How does Virgo take control back of their lives? And here we have the Ten of Cups. Look at this. Your happiness, your ultimate happiness, it's here for you. Jupiter in Pisces energy here with the Ten of Cups. This is what you wanted. This is what you prayed for. During this Pisces full moon, go deep as you've ever gone. Challenge yourself, Virgo, to tap into the depth of your emotions and your feelings and your beings and who you are. Try to remember all those previous past lives that you have, like to tap into that Akashic records to really get the full aspect of you, of who you are. Virgo is represented by the Hermit in the tarot, and the Hermit is the journey within, to really understand ourselves, right? Our own spiritual path, our own like inner journey to get to our higher self. That's the Hermit journey. Try willing to go at it alone and also along, right? Because the Hermit is guided. He has that lamp and he has that lantern, and the dog as a companion here, going through that journey to really get to the bottom of it. And we're still in Virgo season. This is your reading, Virgo. This is your season, and I feel like for a lot of you, you are really doing that work. You're being called. It's almost like you're gonna be pushed to do that work, to delve deeper, to go deep into your feelings and emotions, to release. What is it exactly you're hiding? What is it that you're suppressing that's deep within you, to free yourself from this confinement, to free yourself from those perhaps old habits and old way of thinking, from this old cultural beliefs that have kept you stuck in a certain situation or in a certain way of living your life where you cannot explore, where you perhaps some of you almost kind of like, I shouldn't have that much fun. I shouldn't, expect to be with that kind of people. I shouldn't, like, you just kind of like releasing to control to take of yourselves, of your happiness to others. And here, your Ten of Cups is here. It's yours. It's yours. It's yours. It's all up to you to take control, to grab it, to take it. Okay? Once you take control of your life, that Ten of Cups is here. You want that ultimate happiness? Take control of your life. Understanding who you are. Understanding what's important to you. One more on the Free Yourself spirit. One more on the Free Yourself for Virgo. And I'm sorry if it's coming out a little bit bright, Virgo. This is the message that's coming out for you. And I'm relaying it as best as I can. And I hope that you guys are getting the essence of it. Oh, okay. Knight of Swords. Look at this here. Communication, and for some of you, this is departure is also needed. The Knight of Swords is fast-moving energy. It's also a card of, this is the card of the messenger. Okay, for some of you, there's a need here to express yourself, and for some of you, there's a need here to also fight for what you believe, fight for what is yours. Okay, the Knight of Swords is also a fighter here. Okay, it's fast-moving energy. This is like fire of air, like the fire energy in the air sword, in the swords energy. So there's also you needing to use your intellect, your sharp mind as well during this time, Virgo, to not just be in your feelings, but to be very sharp about it, to be very what's the word I'm looking for, to be really very smart about the way you go about it, and to do the right thing by you first of all. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands. Look at this. Two knights coming here. So there might be a face-off, okay? There might need a face-off might be necessary here when it's time for you to express yourself. Okay, whether it's to your lover, whether it's to your family, whether it's to your group of friends, whatever it is that you need to confront here, there may be needed a conversation, like a really honest conversation, and where you will need to express yourself, okay? And I feel like for some of you, Virgos, because we have that Free Yourself here, and we have that Knight of Wands here, and the Knight of Swords, a departure may be necessary. Some of you may need to just literally to move. Some of you may need to remove yourself from that surrounding. Some of you may need to literally, especially if your significant other is of different culture, different part of the world, and you're trying to come together, somebody's gonna have to make a move here. Whether it's yours, it's your other person, somebody's gonna have to leave their family, their surrounding, their, perhaps where they grew up, to come and meet the other person Okay, there's a need, there's gonna be some kind of travel and movement happening here as well. This is the Notes from the Universe Oracle deck. I just received this as a gift from one of my spiritual mentors, my Reiki instructor. I love them. Their messages are so cheeky. This is my first time using them on YouTube. I hope you guys enjoy them as well. Let's see what additional message Spirit have for you, Virgos. Ooh, and every time I'm like, I'm gonna keep this. Okay, she wants to come out. No, okay, we'll keep it. Every time I'm saying I want to keep this reading under 20 minutes, it kind of hasn't been happening. But hey, this is the top of the deck. This is what we have. Beautiful yellow butterfly, literally flying straight towards me in the window here that I'm facing. Comparisons are odious, because they presume all other things are equal, which is never the case. Between me and you, the universe. So this is the universe sending you that note here. No two flowers are the same, yet all are beautiful in their own way. You see? Don't compare yourself to other people. Do not allow other people to do that to you. Your parents' past, your grandparents' past is not your, yes, you carry some of their legacy with you in the blood, in rituals, in your culture, in, you know, all of it. But that doesn't have to be your own. You have your own journey. That doesn't have to be your own story. You have your own story to create. You have your own journey. You have your own path to follow, okay? You have your own lessons to learn. Don't compare yourself, whether it's your friends or family, because there's a real thing here where there's a difference in beliefs. Whether it's religious belief, way of going about the world, you know, the way we see the world, there's a real thing here where you almost like being called to be one way when you know that's not you, or you feel like you need to see things in a different way, you need to do things in a different way, and Spirit is calling you to have faith in your beliefs, to have faith, to keep on staying optimistic, to keep on following your deep intuition about this, okay? And honor thyself is the card that actually came out for you. Beautiful blue sky. Honor thyself. Know who you are, Virgo. You know who you are. Go to that hermit journey, to go deep within, to understand what's important to you, and to keep that. Hold on to it. Hold on tight to it, okay? And to take control of your life. In order to take control of your life, the first thing is to go to that journey, that hermit journey, to really know yourself. Know thyself. That's the first. Isn't that the first step in any spiritual journey for anybody, any relationship, anything really you want to do, is to get to know yourself. Just curious, when was the last time you looked in a mirror and addressed yourself as gorgeous, magnificent, or sublime? It matters. He is looking at you, gorgeous, the universe. P.S. Okay, hubba counts. So whatever you want to call yourself, just know yourself, Virgo. What are you? Are you gorgeous, magnificent, sublime? All three? And even more. You are lovable is here for you, to remind you. You are lovable. You are deserving of all this greatness coming towards you, okay? Those boundaries might be set too high by some of you. It's okay to open yourself up to love, and even if that person may be a little bit different than you, to know that they can accept you as you are, and you can accept them as they are. Whatever message, there's many messages for different people, but I feel like that's, it's almost like it comes from the same strain of know who you are and approach the situation from a place of real authenticity. Be real to you, who you are. Yes, keep honoring your background. Keep honoring your values, you know, your family values and whatnot. But also be true to yourself. Honor yourself. Honor thyself. Okay, I hope this message brought you some insight. And if you like my style of reading and you would like to show support, like, comment, subscribe, and share it with anyone else that may benefit from it. And as always, if you would like more clarity about your own personal situation, please contact me, lanmoutarot@gmail.com. There's more instructions in the description box. I also provide Reiki healings, long distance Reiki healing, so contact me as well for that. if you're interested. And I'm sending you so much love during this time, Virgo. Enjoy your birthday season. Fall is almost here. I'm excited. I'm going now. As always, remember, love is indeed the only answer. Thank you so much. Bye.